This year was full of so much joy and unexpected surprises. I truly lived this year, even if I spent much of the first months alone, with the guilt of being unable to work due to simply not being chosen. But now I understand why those opportunities passed me by. My therapist told me to go out and see the world with my 2 grown-up feet and my big grown-up eyes. I mentally had the space to prepare for the journey, a journey I fully expected to crumble or not be ready for. But somehow I was chosen, accepted, and even thrilled that me, a girl who had been stuck in her own body, soul, and mind for the start of her adult life, was given the opportunity to travel to a country she researched for a little story, fell in love with, dreamt about, and imagined herself swaying to the rhythm of fields of the French countryside. But the blessings didn't stop there. I spent the summer living a dream that my childhood self always wanted, but never had. I had strength for these things. My strength and confidence in myself blossomed rapidly. Like flowers in the spring, I was unafraid to create and learn things beyond my creative capabilities. Though the mediums I used were still in my comfort zone, I still allowed myself to make mistakes, to plan paintings that I would go on to spend days on, just for me, no one else. I stood my ground on who I was, letting the judgmental eyes of others slide off me as I wore myself in all of her soup-fae goddess glory, with pride and beauty. Taking time to look in the mirror and whisper to myself, wow, look what a masterpiece I am. Not with a heart of vanity, but with appreciation for the vessel that my spirit calls home. The ideal, balanced life I saw myself having wavered much. Life kept changing with such a rapid speed. This year, I would have just processed and figured out how to live as balanced as possible before life changed and I was back to square one. But all of the trial and error of what felt like fruitless balancing was not in vain. I now recognize when I feel I am unbalanced and quickly seek to apologize if needed, and a change of scenery or pace in my life. I was not met with harshness as I expressed with such things, but warmth, compassion, and understanding. Those valuable parts of being human I realize don't get expressed as often, leaving others to feel bitter, hopeless, and forgotten. So I've made a point to come alongside those who are just as human as I, and recognize that mistakes do not make a person. They are just proof that they are just as human as I. So in my human ways, I seek to change this year. And see, this is what I hope 2025 will look like. I have already foreseen much change, but this is just a part of life. The changing of the calendar is just the most common time when others realize just how much change has occurred and what changes they want to make. For me, I feel I have to prepare. Since returning from my journey to France, my soul has been itching to return. So preparations must be made if I am to go. Go to learn French, go to see what life has for me across the sea, and go make friends. Man is not meant to live alone, a phrase that has been repeated as I've grown, and as I continue to grow. Maybe now not so much in height, but rather in spirit. I've found that being with people is somewhat healing. So much so that I want to try and commune more with my friends, find reasons to break from my hermit-ish shell, and give a smile to someone who may need it. Maybe through that smile, I'll be able to hear their stories, and maybe in turn I'll tell mine. We are beings of storytelling after all, and the proof is in every single book you read. I've made a point to express how much I love books, specifically the library. Not here, online, but those who know me, well, they may attest that I have such love for reading. I feel I've spent more time doom scrolling when my heart desired focus on turning pages and reading stories crafted by hand just for me to enjoy. Not to say that stories aren't told via short form content. I'm just expressing my need to be more unplugged and more connected, to observe my world being beyond myself and the little light box I carry with me. So, 2025, where will you take me? Though I cannot see where you end, I know where I am now, and I welcome you with open arms and hope that I will continue to change for the better. Not just in my mind, body, and soul, but with my art journey as well. A journey that I would like you all to come on too. I did not forget about you, my dear kitchen. So the invitation is open. Step inside. Come warm thyself by the fireside. The Soup Fae goddess has almost finished her cauldron of soupy delights and wishes to entertain you for a while. Hopefully, she, and by she, I still do mean me, will inspire you to step out of your artistic comfort zone and just make art. For art is just like soup. It can be anything. And who else has more reason to say that than me? For I am the soupiest artist. Welcome to 2025, and welcome to my kitchen.